Shalom, good morning.
Shalom, good morning.
Shalom, good morning, Boker Tov.
Okay, welcome back to the study. We are reading Parshah Ki Tisa, that is in Shemot, in Exodus. Today we are reading in chapter 32 and 33. It's a little bit longer today, a little bit of a longer portion. It's a very important part of the parasha. It's kind of sad. This is the part of the golden calf that they make and they worship. So we're going to look at this, an important part, but I hope good for learning a valuable lesson. So let's go ahead and see the blessing and we'll begin. And this is Shemot chapter 32, Exodus chapter 32. Let's go ahead and say the blessing. Baruch Yahweh Hamborak.
Baruch Yahweh Kambora, Leolam Baed.
Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Yahweh,
Noten
Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, let me share my screen and we can begin. There we go. So, Shemot, Exodus chapter 32. Okay, so let's see. And when the people saw that Moshe was so long in coming down from the mountain, okay, so previously Moshe was up on the mountain receiving all the instructions for how to make the Mishkan, right? How to make the tent of meeting where they were going to meet with Yahweh in his presence. So he was getting all the instructions, how to make the altar, the covenant, the menorah, the table of showbread, the altar, the courtyard, and who was going to make it, Bezalel and Oholiab, I believe. Yeah, Oholiab. So now he has been up on the mountain and they realize that he has been long in coming down from the mountain. The people gathered together to Aharon and said to him, "Arise, make us mighty ones to go before us. For this Moshe, the man who brought us up out of the land of Mizraim, we do not know what has become of him." And Aharon said to them, "Take off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me." And all the people took off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them to Aaron. And he took this from their hand, and he formed it with an engraving tool, and he made a molded calf. And they said, "This is your mighty one, O Israel, that brought you out of the land of Mizraim." Okay. So let's hear 1 through 4 in the Hebrew.
וירא העם כי בושש משה לרדת מן ההר, ויקהל העם על אהרון ויאמרו אליו, קום עשה לנו אלוהים אשר ילכו לפנינו, כי זה משה האיש אשר העלנו מארץ מצרים, לא ידענו מה היה לו. ויאמר עליהם אהרון, פרקו נזמי הזהב אשר באוזני נשיכם, בניכם ובנותיכם, והביאו אלי. ויתפרקו כל העם את נזמי הזהב אשר באוזניהם, ויביאו אל אהרון. ויקח מידם, ויצר אותו בחרת, ויעשהו עגל מסכה. ויאמרו, אלה אלוהיך ישראל, אשר העלוך מארץ מצרים.
Okay. Verse 5. And Aaron saw and built an altar before it, and Aaron called out and said, "Tomorrow is a festival to Yahweh." And they rose early on the next day and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Go, get down, for your people whom you brought out of the land of Mizraim have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made themselves a molded calf, and have bowed themselves to it, and slaughtered to it, and said, This is your mighty one, O Israel, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim. And Yahweh said to Moshe, I have seen this people, and see it is a stiff-necked people. And now let me alone, that my wrath might burn against them, and I consume them, and make of you a great nation. So let's hear to verse 10 in the Hebrew.
וירא אהרון, ויבן מזבח לפניו. ויקרא אהרון ויאמר, חג לאדוני מחר. וישכימו ממחרת, ויעלו עולות ויגישו שלמים, וישב העם לאכול ושתו, ויקומו לשחק. וידבר אדוני אל משה, לך רד, כי שיחת עמך אשר העלית מארץ מצרים. סרו מהר מן הדרך אשר ציוויתים, עשו להם עגל מסכה, וישתחוו לו ויזבחו לו, ויאמרו אלה אלוהיך ישראל, אשר העלוך מארץ מצרים. ויאמר אדוני אל משה, ראיתי את העם הזה, והנה עם קשה עורף הוא. ועתה הניחה לי, ויחר אפי בהם, ואכלם, ואעשה אותך לגוי גדול.
Okay, so one of the things I just want to point out quickly is at the beginning, at verse 5, it says that Aaron saw and built an altar before it, and he called out tomorrow festival to Yahweh. So some commentators explain that Aaron was trying to redirect the people to worship Yahweh instead of the golden calf. So he built an altar and said the festival was for Yahweh. He was trying to kind of redirect their worship toward Yahweh, but that doesn't really work. So we kind of learn from that you can't whitewash, right? Something that is unholy or unkadosh or not set apart. You can't whitewash it and say, oh, it's for Yahweh, you know, and in Yahweh's perspective, he didn't see it that way. He said they have made themselves a calf and have bowed themselves to it and slaughtered to it. So for him, he just saw that they were worshiping it with idol worship, right? So you can't whitewash something and that's wrong and that's evil and try to say that it's for worship for Yahweh. So, okay, but let's continue with verse 11. So Moshe pleaded with Yahweh, his Elohim, and said, Yahweh, why does your wrath burn against your people whom you have brought out of the land of Mizraim with great power and with a strong hand? Why should the Mithrites speak and say, for evil he brought them out to kill them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from the heat of your wrath and relent from this evil to your people. Remember Abraham, Yitzhak, and Israel your servants, to whom you swore by yourself, and said to them, I increase your seed like the stars of the heavens. And all this land that I have spoken of, I give to your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And Yahweh relented from the evil which he said he would do to his people. Okay, let's read 11 to 14. Let's hear that in the Hebrew.
ויחל משה את פני אדוני אלוהיו, ויאמר, למה אדוני יחרה אפך בעמך, אשר הוצאת מארץ מצרים, בכוח גדול וביד חזקה. למה יאמרו מצרים לאמור, ברעה הוציאם, להרוג אותם בהרים ולכלותם מעל פני האדמה. שוב מחרון אפיך, והנחם על הרעה לעמך. זכור לאברהם, ליצחק ולישראל עבדיך, אשר נשבעת להם בך, ותדבר עליהם. ארבה את זרעכם ככוכבי השמיים, וכל הארץ הזאת אשר אמרתי אתן לזרעכם, ונחלו לעולם. וינחם אדוני על הרעה אשר דיבר לעשות לעמו.
Okay. So Moshe intercedes, and Yahweh relents from what he said he would do. Verse 15. And Moshe turned and went down from the mountain, and in his hand were the 2 tablets of the witness, tablets written on both their sides, written on the one and on the other. And the tablets were the work of Elohim, and the writing was the writing of Elohim engraved on the tablet. And Yehoshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, and he said to Moshe, a noise of battle in the camp. But he said, it is not the sound of those who shout of might, nor is it the sound of those who cry out in weakness, but the sound of singing that I hear. And it came to be, as soon as he came near the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moshe's displeasure burned, and he threw the tablets out of his hand, and broke them at the foot of the mountain. And he took the calf which they had made, and burned it in the fire, and ground it into powder, and scattered it on the face of the water, and made the children of Israel drink it. Okay, 15 to 20, let's hear that in the Hebrew.
ויפן וירד משה מן ההר, ושני לוחות העדות בידו, לוחות כתובים משני עבריהם, מזה ומזה הם כתובים. והלוחות מעשה אלוהים המה. והמכתב מכתב אלוהים הוא, חרוט על הלוחות. וישמע יהושע את כל העם ברעו, ויאמר אל משה, כל מלחמה במחנה. ויאמר, אין כל ענות גבורה, ואין כל ענות חלושה. כל ענות אנוכי שומע. ויהי כאשר קרב אל המחנה, וירא את העגל ומחולות, ויחרף משה, וישלך מידיו את הלוחות, וישבר אותם תחת ההר. ויקח את העגל אשר עשו, וישרוף באש, ויטחן עד אשר דק, ויזר על פני המים, וישק את בני ישראל.
Okay. And 21. And Moshe said to Aaron, what did this people do to you, that you have brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, do not let the displeasure of my master burn. You know the people, that it is evil, that it is an evil. And they said to me, make us mighty one to go before us. For this Moshe, the man who brought us out of the land of Mitzrayim, we do not know what has become of him. And I said to them, whoever has gold, let them take it off. And they gave it to me, and I threw it in the fire, and this calf came out. And Moshe saw that the people were let loose, for Aaron had let them loose, to their shame among their enemies. And Moshe stood in the entrance of the camp, and said, who is for Yahweh? Come to me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves to him. Okay, so let's hear the verse 26 in the Hebrew.
ויאמר משה אל אהרון, מעשה לך העם הזה, כי הבאת עליו חטאה גדולה. ויאמר אהרון, אל ייחר אף אדוני, אתה ידעת את העם כי ברע הוא. ויאמרו לי, עשה לנו אלוהים אשר ילכו לפנינו, כי זה משה האיש אשר העלנו מארץ מצרים, לא ידענו מהיה לו. ואומר להם, למי זהב התפרקו, ויתנו לי, ואשליכהו באש, ויצא העגל הזה. וירא משה את העם, כי פרוע הוא, כי פרעו אהרון לשמצה בקמיהם. ויעמוד משה בשער המחנה ויאמר, מי לאדוני אלי? ויאספו אליו כל בני לוי. ויאמר להם, כה אמר אדוני אלוהי ישראל.
Went a little bit too far. So I just wanted to point out here in verse 25. So in the translation that I'm reading, it says that the people were let loose, for Aaron had let them loose. But in the Hebrew here, that the people, ha'am, ki, faru, they were exposed. So it means loosened, to expose, to dismiss. So they were vulnerable. Right? They were vulnerable. Their sin had made them vulnerable, open to being attacked, basically by their enemies. So basically, like the sin had affected the spiritual protection that they had. Verse 27. And he said to them, thus said Yahweh Elohim of Israel, each one put his sword on his side, pass over to and fro from gate to gate in the camp, and each one slay his brother, and each one his friend, and each one his relative. And the sons of Levi did according to the word of Moshe, and about 3,000 men of the people fell that day. And Moshe said, you are ordained for Yahweh today, since each one has been against his son and his brother, so as to bring upon you a blessing today. And it came to be on the next day that Moshe said to the people, You have sinned a great sin, and now I am going up to Yahweh if I might atone for your sin. And Moshe returned to Yahweh and said, Oh, these people have sinned a great sin, and have made for themselves a mighty one of gold. And now if you would forgive their sin, but if not, please blot me out of your book which you have written. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Whoever has sinned against me, I blot him out of my book. And now go, lead the people to the place of which I have spoken to you. See, my messenger goes before you, and in the day of my visitation I shall visit their sin upon them. And Yahweh plagued the people because they made the calf which Aharon had made. Okay, so I read to the end of the chapter, to verse 35. Let's go ahead and hear that in the Hebrew.
ישראל, שימו איש חד כל בני לוי.
Sorry, one second.
ויאמר להם,
There we go.
כה אמר אדוני אלוהי ישראל, שימו איש חרבו על יריחו, עברו ושובו משער לשער במחנה, והרגו איש את אחיו ואיש את רעהו ואיש את קרובו. ויעשו בני לוי כדבר משה, ויפול מן העם ביום ההוא 3,000 איש. ויאמר משה, מילאו ידכם היום לאדוני, כי איש בבנו ובאחיו, ולתת עליכם היום ברכה. ויהי ממחרת, ויאמר משה אל העם, אתם חטאתם חטאה גדולה, ועתה אעלה אל אדוני, אולי אכפרה בעד חטאתכם. וישוב משה אל אדוני ויאמר, אנא, חטא העם הזה חטאה גדולה, ויעשו להם אלוהי זהב. ועתה אם תישא חטאתם, ואם אין, מחני נא מספרך אשר כתבת. ויאמר אדוני אל משה, מי אשר חטא לי, אמחנו מספרי. ועתה לך, נחי את העם אל אשר דיברתי לך. הנה מלאכי ילך לפניך, וביום פוקדי, ופקדתי עליהם חטאתם. ויגוף אדוני את העם, על אשר עשו את העגל, אשר עשה אהרון.
Okay. All right. So that is the end of chapter 32. And we're going to read chapter 33, which is very short. So it won't take long. Let's go ahead and look into chapter 33. And let me get the audio set up.
פרק ל"ג.
There we go. Okay. And chapter 33 is short. Like I said, it's not too long. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Chapter 33. And Yahweh said to Moshe, come, go up from here, you and the people whom you have brought out of the land of Mizraim, to the land of which I swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, to your seed I give it. And I shall send my messenger before you, and I shall drive out the Canaanite, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, to a land flowing with milk and honey. For I do not go up in your midst, because you are a stiff-necked people, lest I consume you on the way. So it seems like he's saying that he will send his messenger before him, obviously referring to Yeshua, because he himself cannot go among the midst because of their sin and their rebelliousness. Okay. Verse 4, and when the people heard this evil word, they mourned, and no one put on his ornament. Okay, so let's hear the first 4 verses in the Hebrew.
וידבר אדוני אל משה, לך עלי מזה אתה והעם אשר העלית מארץ מצרים, אל הארץ אשר נשבעתי לאברהם, ליצחק וליעקב לאמור, לזרעך אתננה. ושלחתי לפניך מלאך, וגירשתי את הכנעני, האמורי, והחיתי והפריזי, החיבי והיבוסי, אל ארץ זבת חלב ודבש, כי לא אעלה בקרבך, כי עם כשעורף אתה, בן אכלך בדרך. וישמע העם את הדבר הרע הזה, ויתאבלו, ולא שתו איש עדיו עליו. ויאמר אדוני אל משה, אמור אל בני ישראל, אתם עם כשעורף, רגע אחד אעלה בקרבך וכיליתיך, ואתה הורד עדייך מעליך, ואדע מה אעשה לך.
Okay. And let's continue with verse 5. Yahweh said to Moshe, say to the children of Israel, you are a stiff-necked people. Should I go up in your midst for one moment, I shall consume you. And now take off your ornaments, and I shall know what to do to you. So the children of Israel took off their ornaments at Mount Horeb. And Moshe took his tent and pitched it outside the camp, far from the camp, and called it the tent of meeting. And it came to be that everyone who sought Yahweh went out to the tent of meeting, which was outside the camp. And it came to be whenever Moshe went out to the tent, that all the people rose, and each man stood at his tent door, and watched Moshe until he entered the tent. And it came to be when Moshe entered the tent that the column of cloud descended and stood at the door of the tent, and he spoke with Moshe. And all the people saw the column of cloud standing at the tent door, and all the people rose and bowed themselves, each one at the door of his tent. Thus Yahweh spoke to Moshe face to face, as a man speaks to his friend. And he would return to the camp, but his servant Yehoshua son of Nun, a young man, did not leave the tent. Okay, let's hear to verse 11 in the Hebrew. Reading.
ויתנצלו בני ישראל את עדיים מהר חורב. ומשה ייקח את האוהל, ונטלו מחוץ למחנה, הרחק מן המחנה, וקרא לו אוהל מועד. והיה כל מבקש אדוני, יצא אל אוהל מועד, אשר מחוץ למחנה. והיה כצאת משה אל האוהל, יקומו כל העם, וניצבו איש פתח אוהלו, והביטו אחרי משה, עד בואו האוהלה. והיה כבוא משה האוהלה, ירד עמוד הענן, ועמד פתח האוהל, ודיבר עם משה. וראה כל העם את עמוד הענן עומד פתח האוהל. וקם כל העם והשתחוו איש פתח אוהלו. ודיבר אדוני אל משה פנים אל פנים, כאשר ידבר איש אל רעהו. ושב אל המחנה, ומשרתו יהושע בן נון נער, לא ימיש מתוך האוהל.
Okay. Verse 12. And Moshe said to Yahweh, see, you are saying to me, bring up this people, but you have not made known to me whom you would send with me, though you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found favor in my eyes. And now please, if I have found favor in your eyes, please show me your way and let me know you, so that I find favor in your eyes and consider that this nation is your people. And he said, my presence doth go, and I shall give you rest. And he said to him, if your presence is not going, do not lead us up from here. For how then shall it be known that I have found favor in your eyes, I and your people, except you go with us? Then we shall be distinguished, I and your people, from all the people who are upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh said to Moshe, even this word you have spoken I shall do, for you have found favor in my eyes, and I know you by name. Then he said, please show me your esteem. And he said, I shall cause all my goodness to pass before you, and I shall proclaim the name of Yahweh before you, and I shall favor him whom I favor, and shall have compassion on him whom I have compassion. But he said, you are unable to see my face, for no man does see me and live. And Yahweh said, see, there is a place with me, and you shall stand on the rock. And it shall be while my esteem passes by, that I shall put you in the cleft of the rock, and cover you with my hand while I pass by. Then I shall take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. Okay. And that was, I read to the end of the chapter, verse 23, so let's hear that in the Hebrew.
ויאמר משה אל אדוני, ראה אתה אומר אלי, העל את העם הזה, ואתה לא הודעתני את אשר תשלח עמי. ואתה אמרת ידעתיך בשם, וגם מצאת חן בעיני. ועתה, אם נא מצאתי חן בעיניך, הודיעני נא את דרכיך, ואדעך, למען אמצא חן בעיניך. וראה כי עמך הגוי הזה. ויאמר, פניי ילכו, והניחותי לך. ויאמר אליו, אם אין פניך הולכים, אל תעלנו מזה. ובמה יוודע איפה, כי מצאתי חן בעיניך אני ועמך, הלא בלכתך עמנו, ונפלינו אני ועמך מכל העם אשר על פני האדמה. ויאמר אדוני אל משה, גם את הדבר הזה אשר דיברת אעשה, כי מצאת חן בעיני, ואדעך בשם. ויאמר, הראיני נא את כבודך. ויאמר, אני אעביר כל טובי על פניך, וקראתי בשם אדוני לפניך, וחנותי את אשר אחון, וריחמתי את אשר ארחם. ויאמר, לא תוכל לראות את פניי, כי לא יראני האדם וחי. ויאמר אדוני, הנה מקום איתי, וניצבת על הצור, והיה בעבור כבודי, ושמתיך בנקרת הצור, וסקותיכתי עליך עד עוברי. והסירותי את כפי, וראית את אחורי, ופניי לא יראו.
Okay. That is the end of chapter 33. And let's just read a few verses in chapter 34. We won't finish it, but just a few verses in chapter 34. Let's see. Let me get the audio. Here we go.
פרק ל"ד.
Okay, so chapter 38, let's hear, I believe this is the part where it has 13 attributes of Yahweh. And Yahweh said to Moshe, cut 2 tablets of stone like the first one, and I shall write on these tablets the words that were on the first tablet which you broke. And be ready in the morning. Then you shall come up in the morning to Mount Sinai and present yourself to me there on the top of the mountain. And let no man come up with you, and let no man be seen in all the mountain, and let not even the flock or the herd feed in front of that mountain. And he cut 2 tablets of stone like the first one. Then Moshe rose early in the morning and went up Mount Sinai as Yahweh had commanded him. And he took 2 tablets of stone in his hand. And Yahweh came down in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name Yahweh. And Yahweh passed before him and proclaimed, Yahweh, Yahweh, and now compassionate and showing favor, patient and great in kindness and truth, watching over kindness for thousands, forgiving crookedness and transgression and sin, but by no means leaving unpunished, visiting the crookedness of the fathers upon the children and the children's children to the 3rd and 4th generation. And Moshe hurried and bowed himself toward the earth and did obeisance, and said, if now I have found favor in your eyes, O Yahweh, I pray, let Yahweh go on in our midst, even though we are a stiff-necked people, and forgive our crookedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance. So, beautiful part in the scriptures. I read to verse 9, so let's hear that in the Hebrew.
ויאמר אדוני אל משה, בסוללך 2 לוחות אבנים כראשונים, וכתבתי על הלוחות את הדברים אשר היו על הלוחות הראשונים אשר שיברת. והיה נכון לבוקר, ועלית בבוקר אל הר סיני, וניצבת לי שם על ראש ההר, ואיש לא יעלה עמך, וגם איש אל יירא בכל ההר, גם הצאן והבקר אל ירעו אל מול ההר ההוא. ויפסול 2 לוחות אבנים כראשונים, וישכם משה בבוקר, ויעל אל הר סיני, כאשר ציווה אדוני אותו. ויקח בידו 2 לוחות אבנים. וירד אדוני בענן, ויתייצב עמו שם, ויקרא בשם אדוני. ויעבור אדוני על פניו, ויקרא, אדוני, אדוני, אל רחום וחנון, ערך אפיים ורב חסד ואמת, נוצר חסד לאלפים, נושא עוון ופשע וחטאה, ונקה לא ינקה. פוקד עוון אבות על בנים ועל בני בנים, על שלישים ועל רבעים. וימהר משה ויקוד ארצה וישתחו. ויאמר, אם נא מצאתי חן בעיניך אדוני, ילך נא אדוני בקרבנו, כי עם קשה עורף הוא, וסלחת לעווננו ולחטאתנו, ונחלתנו. ויאמר, הנה אנו...
Okay. And verse 10, this is the last part we'll read for today. And he said, see, I am making a covenant. Before all your people, I am going to do wonders, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of Yahweh, for what I am doing with you is awesome. Guard what I command you today. See, I am driving out from before you the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Guard yourself lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land where you are going, lest it be a snare in your midst, but break down their altars and smash their pillars and cut down their asherim. For you do not bow yourself to another mighty one. For Yahweh, whose name is a jealous El. Lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they whore after their mighty ones, and slaughter to their mighty ones, and one of them invites you, and you eat of his slaughtering, and you take of his daughters for your sons, and his daughters whore after their mighty ones, and make your sons whore after their mighty ones. Do not make a molded mighty one for yourselves. Okay, that is the end. I read to verse 17, and let's hear that in the Hebrew.
אנוכי כורת ברית נגד כל עמך אעשה נפלאות, אשר לא נבראו בכל הארץ ובכל הגויים. וראה כל העם אשר אתה בקרבו את מעשה אדוני כי נורא הוא, אשר אני עושה עמך. שמור לך את אשר אנוכי מצווך היום. הנני גורש מפניך את האמורי והכנעני, והחיתי והפריזי, והחיבי והיבוסי. ישמר לך פן תכרות ברית ליושב הארץ, אשר אתה בא עליה. פן יהיה למוקש בקרבך. כי את מזבחותם תתוצון, ואת מצבותם תשברון, ואת אשריו תכרותון. כי לא תשתחווה לאל אחר, כי אדוני קנה שמו, אל קנהו. פן תכרות ברית ליושב הארץ, וזנו אחרי אלוהיהם, וזבחו לאלוהיהם, וקרא לך ואכלת מזבחו. ולקחת מבנותיו לבניך, וזנו בנותיו אחרי אלוהיהן, והזנו את בניך אחרי אלוהיהן. אלוהי מסכה לא תעשה לך.
Okay, and we'll stop right there. And we'll finish this parasha on Friday. We just have a few verses to do on Friday. Our schedule has changed a little bit, so we're trying to have like a short reading on Fridays because of the time. But let's go ahead and say the blessing to close. Let's say the blessing. Ready? Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Yahweh, noten haTorah. Amen. Okay. So we said the blessing to close, and we will continue on Friday. Are there any comments before we go? Anything that anybody wanted to mention or add? Okay. The only thing I wanted to mention earlier was how Moshe interceded for the people, showing a great compassion and love for them. Yeah. So that part is great. And the attribute, right, when Yahweh shared his presence with him. I thought that was great. So a very happy Purim to everybody. And we'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you.